What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. Listen, it has been an extremely long day for your girl. Okay. I've still been working. I still got on my corporate attire, y'all. I ain't even had time to take my daggone clothes off. Okay. Goodness. So I done sat up in here, y'all, I'm sorry I'm late. I was working and then I set the time because I was definitely going to be done at 9:45. But then the man that's supposed to come fix our heat, because we ain't got no heat, y'all. It's 65 degrees in my house. It's cold. Okay. So the man that's supposed to come and fix the heat, he called. So I had to give him all the info. So, child, let's just pray your girl has some warmth beyond a sweatshirt and a hoodie and a robe at nighttime and two blankets. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see who's up in here. Thank y'all so much for waiting on your good sis to come on in here. So what you think is in the building? Okay, y'all know she do. My good sis does. Miss Jen does the reviews every day. Okay. I got to go on over there and catch up on the review for today. All right. But thank you so much for joining me, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She says, take your time. Oh, that's why I was letting y'all know I was running a little late, child. Running a little late. Okay. LaQuanda Govan is in the building. She says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up? What's up? No problem. Thank you so much for joining. Demi Bell says, hey, Shay and chat. Happy Tuesday. I can't stay long on my way to bed pretty soon. Oh, I know, because you get up at the crack of dawn. Okay. Cracks of the dawn. But thank you for being here for the time that you can. I appreciate you. But the replay will be even sweeter. D. Herfer says, hey, Shay and Chad, I'm back home from High Point Market. Oh, did you love it? I know you did. You seem like you had such a great time. I've had so many people tell me like how amazing that event was. I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself. But that is awesome. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. I am glad to hear it. So you guys usually get there. What is it, like a Thursday to Monday thing, or is it like Friday to Monday? Let me know. Love Key says, hey everyone, what's up? What's up? Love Key, Demi Bell, D Herfer. Okay, they are all all my members. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, y'all. So let's get into beyond all these gates. Okay. Let's get into the beyond the gates. All right. So we start off with episode 154, where Nicole done got all these flowers, y'all, from Ted. He thinking that everything is so, hunky-dory from the day before. But she done told him that, listen, Ted, we will never, ever be getting back together. Okay. So then we go on over to the Dupree household. Anita then caught her man on the phone, Mr. Vernon. He on the phone in phone calls, and then gonna tell her that he going to play some daggone golf. Let me just say this, writers. I know y'all don't look at my channel. Okay. Maybe if you go on over to the So What You Think, maybe you could say it over there. Let's preserve Anita and Vernon. I do not want to have them up here having some love triangle. Okay. They too old for that. All right. Let them be the healthy relationship, since y'all had to do everything you could to tear up Ted and Nicole. Now, Danny, I don't want her to go back to Bill. As much it's weird to me that a lot of people want Danny and Bill to be back together. And Bill treated Danny worse than Ted treated Nicole, if you ask me. But I know you ain't asked me, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Okay. I think that that was the worst situation. But people think, oh, because they so cute, let them be together. That man didn't just cheat on her with Haley. Also, Haley had only been in their lives for maybe a year or so, and then he up and married her. He quickly divorced Danny, your wife of umpteen thousands of years, and then you go and marry this little PYT. That's messed up. But yet, so many people want them to be back together. I don't understand why. Now, Ted shouldn't have cheated. He definitely should not have cheated. And that second time that when he did it recently, he was drunk. But Nicole don't want to hear that. I get it. She's entitled to that. I will give her that. But for Ted to catch all the fades in the world, it's just beyond me. And then them damn Duprees over there, y'all be smiling and chin like kikiing all up in Bill's face for him to do things for you, but you pushing Nicole out of her marriage. Then y'all always in Danny and child, I'm forgetting people's daggone names. Danny and her little boy Toy's marriage, okay, is late too. So y'all just know my brain be on fry at this time of night. Andre. So you over there, you having Andre and Danny come over the house because you telling them, this is Anita and Vernon, that they need to go ahead and get, annul this marriage, and why are they still married, and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna need Anita and Vernon to mind their business. I really do. I really want them to mind their business. D. Herfer says, yes, I love it. It's like Disney World for designers. Oh, I love that. I'm so glad you had a good time. It started Friday and ends tomorrow. Oh, really? Okay. That's a good little time. Not too much time, and just enough to have some fun. Montrez Jones says, hey Shay, hey y'all. What's up, Montrez? Thank you so much for joining us. D. Herford says people are used to toxicity. That's why they want them back together. Bill dragged the G out of Danny. Exactly. Don't go back, Danny. Please don't go back, Danny. Please don't. Erica Fielder says, I like that Bill's still pressed about Danny. I do too. I do too. I just don't want her to go back. But I don't want them back together. We on the same page. That guy that's talking to Nicole always play grimy. He's playing the same role on Divorced Sisters. Right. Yeah. So you love to go and steal people. You Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's what you are. Because that's what you over there doing in Divorced Sisters, and that's what you're doing over here. But my thing is, in the more recent episode, when Ted was like, I knew that you had a crush on Nicole, but I just thought it was innocent. There is no way that any of my friends could tell me that they have a crush on my husband, and I would think that that's appropriate. That's not appropriate in no shape, form, or fashion. It's not okay. What's up? Faith is a Substance. Thank you so much for joining. She says, salutations. Faith is a Substance is also a content creator, y'all. Please support her channel along with the So What You Think podcast. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining. But yeah, y'all. So Danny and Andre are over at the club having some fun, having a breakfast or whatever. Danny sees Dana Leslie in there and immediately starts to get pissed off, and she about to go over there and smack the bejesus out of her. But before she can go over there and make a damn scene, here goes her mama, Anita, calling her so that she can come over there and they can scold her and Andre about their marriage. So Saved by the Daggone Bell is a real thing in this situation here. So they go over, Andre and Danny go over to the Dupree's mansion, and if you will, and they talk about, listen, are y'all really going to stay in this marriage? What are y'all going to be doing? Like, we want y'all to get a divorce, basically. And my thing is, I just don't get why Anita and Vernon are so involved in their children's relationships. And you give bad advice. You really do. Now, the thing with Danny, I believe that Anita and Vernon think that Danny is doing this as a rebound situation from Bill. And I don't doubt that either. I think that she's definitely getting up under somebody else to get over Bill. And this somebody at this point is Andre. But I genuinely think that Andre and Danny have a good relationship where they can understand each other, which I can respect that. I can respect that. Meanwhile, while y'all over here scolding them, they finally get to the point of the conversation where Danny has to tell them, listen, I'm a grown ass woman. I can do whatever the hell I want. And Andre backs her up by saying, listen, Danny is a grown ass woman. I'm not here to take anything from her. It is going to be what it's going to be with us. We genuinely enjoy each other, and let's just let it ride. Let's let this relationship go and be what it's going to be. So Vernon ends up accepting Andre. Anita has a side conversation with Danny where they talk about, whether or not she's still hung up on Bill because she was doing crazy shit. And, is she really moving on for real? And at this point, I'm like, listen, she grown, y'all. She grown. So over at the house, Nicole is talking to Mona and Laura, and they're basically telling her, "Listen, we want you to be with Ted, okay? We want you to be with the Ted. We want you to be back in the, y'all to be back in the house together. We want things to go back the way it used to be. We love Mr. Richardson, okay? And we want you to be happy." Nicole goes and meets Ted over at the restaurant and basically gives him a hug and tells him sayonara. Now, I think we talked about this in the last review, but I believe that if Nicole had have slept with Ted that night before homegirl pulled the alarm, Dana Leslie, I think that things would have been different. But I really want somebody to tell Nicole that Dana pulled that fire alarm. I also want for I really just I don't know. I just really want for somebody to tell her the truth at this point. I really, really do. I think that it's at a point where it's so much going on with Dana. Dana is controlling so much of the narrative of this story. And Eva knows what's going on with her father. So I would think that Eva, to have some redeeming qualities, that she would go and sit down, be like, listen, I know I'm the last person that you want to see, Nicole, but I'm here to tell you, my dad was extremely drunk out of his damn mind. He was drunk out of his mind. I don't think he didn't even remember I was in his room, more or less, if my mama came in there. And I made the stupid choice of telling her that he was drunk. If I had never told her that he was drunk, she would have never been in that room. Then I would tell her, and also my mother pulled the fire alarm at the hotel. So I don't know what y'all was getting ready to get into, if there was a reconciliation, but if you think that it was divine intervention, it really wasn't. It was my mama. I just want Eva to go and be honest and tell the damn truth. I'm so over it. So over it. LaQuanda Govan says Anita needs to figure out why Vernon is always on the phone. That part, and lying to her, talking about somebody was going to play golf with him and he decided not to go. Vernon lying his ass off. Okay. Vernon, you're not good at lying, sir. And Anita, you need to go ahead and let your husband know that he full of shit and you don't believe nothing that he talking about. Okay. I don't know what to go on with that. But moving on, let's get on to the next episode. So we have dealt with the whole situation with Danny and Andre. They gonna stay together. Vernon and Anita gonna mind their business and let them go on. Nicole and gone and released Ted for good since the ink is dry on the divorce papers at this point. Now we go into Kat and Tomas. Okay. So Kat broke Tomas's penis. All right. She is doing acrobatics and tricks on Tomas instead of going to her brother's wedding. And a homeboy, his giblets is gone. Okay. They towed up from the float up. Okay. He can't walk around without an ice pack. And she all embarrassed at the hospital, like, oh, I don't want anybody to know what's going on. Girl, get him some help. Your pride can't be bigger than this man's pain at this point. So Tomas missed something at work. So Bill is looking for him, like, what the hell, where's Tomas at? But Tomas at the hospital getting his peen looked at because Kat ain't so much of a virgin anymore, and she doing tricks and dips and flips on this man's body, and it didn't agree with him. So over at Bill's house, we got little old Haley still trying to kill him. Okay. So Haley been putting drop after drop in Bill's tea, his liquor, his everything. Okay. She been putting this, that, and the third, all trying to get rid of this man's life because she like, at this point, I just want the $10 million. I don't want to have to live this life with this man no more. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell up on out of here. Now, here's my issue with the whole Haley situation. How is it that Haley, nobody has, nobody has uncovered her previous aliases? Nobody? Did she not tell Naomi and Ashley about her previous marriages? Excuse me, y'all, something in my throat. I need some water. Might be this heater. Excuse me. Whoops, sorry, y'all. So, where the hell was I at? So, Haley is giving Bill all of this medication to end his life so she can get that life insurance policy, but it don't seem to be doing nothing to Bill yet. Also, I wonder if whatever was given to Naomi in that cupcake is what ultimately made it look like her pregnancy is over. But I wonder if she still really is pregnant and it just kind of made faulty results because Naomi was showing her ass at that table. Excuse me, y'all. And we're going to talk about that. My husband bringing me some water, hopefully. Oh, y'all are coming into the chat. Demi is laughing. Anita needs to figure out, okay, we talked about that. Poor Tomas. So what you think says, my friend is here. Sweet P724 is in the building. She says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up? What's up? LaQuanda Govan says that part, and Bill's supposed to be the fixer. Exactly. And ain't fix shit. He fix everything but breaks your daughter's heart again and again and again. Ain't nothing about his skill set that will make me want to still be around him, and you treat my daughter like shit. I'm sorry. And he forced y'all to come to his wedding, pressed y'all to accept Haley, like he wants y'all to be some big partridge happy family, and he screwed Danny over. I just don't, I can't get past that. I really can't. You know, it's then you did it, and you did it with somebody that's in your family, like was a part of the family. Haley was friends with Naomi. Mind you, they made it seem like Haley was best friends with Naomi prior to, they were best friends, but they only knew each other. I mean, I guess you can call somebody your best friend after you haven't known them for several years, but I would have thought that Ashley would have been the one that was made in the forefront as her friend, but it seems like they were pushing the narrative of Haley. And then at one point, we didn't know just how long the span of the relationship was with Haley and Naomi. It's just too much. Haley has fake IDs from her past lives. She's somebody new every time. See? But Bill is the fixer. He's supposed to be the one that knows everything, right? So how you ain't know that this girl had multiple personalities? Demi Bell says, I'm laughing at you talking about that girl tearing that man's Peter Wacker up. Yeah, she did. She learned she learned how to take them back shots real good and she tore that thing up, okay? She tried to break that joker. They over there doing some real tricks and Tomas couldn't handle the last one. But y'all moving on. Haley's still on her BS. So Joey gets wind of what's going on with Haley and Randy. Okay. So he pulls Randy to the side and he's like, so what's up with you and Bill's wife, Haley? Like what to go on? What you got going on? So Randy gonna lie and say that he's sleeping with Haley. And that's his damn cousin. I'm like, Randy, I would have been more worried. You supposed to be so scared of Joey. I would have thought that Joey had the backup cameras on some kind of way and figured and heard that whole conversation. I would have been out of my mind scared that that's what he found out. And Joey probably gonna be the type that's gonna figure out what's going on, and he gonna be like, "Listen, break me off for a little piece of that money, okay? $10 million, okay? You want to keep me quiet? I want half." That's the type of shit that he about to be on. Okay. Child, I don't trust Joey far as I can throw his ass. Erica Fielder says Tomas is like Eva who after Cat doing gymnastics on his feet. Yeah, that girl got naked in the closet and then she just somersaulted across the damn room and the dismount just wasn't there. It was the dismount was not a 10 out of 10. Okay. It was not all tens across the board. A whole entire mess. Okay. So moving on, Haley is being a sleuth. She's going into Bill's computer trying to figure out what the policy really states, what she actually gonna get. Okay, and in comes Bill's assistant. What's her name? Catherine or something or I forgot what her damn name is, but his nosy ass assistant comes in and she tells him, she asks Haley, what you looking for? She catches her in Bill's computer. Haley just keeps getting caught in shit. First of all, you lied on Homegirl and said that she was supposed to be giving you something. Caroline. I knew it was something with a C or a K, child. So Caroline, thank you. So what you think? So Caroline, Cat became Catwoman overnight, right? So Caroline, number one, Haley lied about Caroline finding a file for her. Mind you, you and Caroline supposed to be friends. So why you ain't get her hip to the lie before you tell Bill? Because of course Bill is going to bring it up. They are all about their work in that law firm. So you and then Bill is so stupid. She will lie, fumble through the lie, and change the subject. If Bill was so sharp, why he ain't just be like, well, you just changed the subject real quick. Like, I just asked what the file was, and you can't seem to tell me. Thank you so much. What the? You okay? You okay? Sorry about that. My husband tripped over my extra light. Ooh, that is heaven. So Haley, you are the world's worst criminal. Okay, the world's dumbest criminal at that. So moving on. Haley ain't successful with killing Bill yet, y'all. So we gonna see. So Samantha, meanwhile, over at the other second dining place that they can go to, Orphe Jeans, okay. Samantha is talking to her mama about boys, okay. She's basically asking her questions about this boy at school. I think Samantha is over here struggling with whether or not she gonna give up her virginity. And June is basically telling her, listen, this boy ain't for you, sis. Okay. He ain't right for you. He is up to is no good. He just trying to get in your pants. And the quicker you realize that, the better you gonna be. Okay. So June basically tries to give her some solid advice, and I can appreciate in this moment that June seems to be aligned with her dad's. But Samantha is a fast ass, and her brother are just as green as the damn grass outside in the summertime. Okay. Very, very green. So Samantha feels like she got to be sexy and she got to be, provocative and this, that, and the third for this boy to like her. So she's posting these pictures and feeling some type of way if she don't get enough likes. I'm telling you, being a teenager in this day and age, mm, it makes me appreciate the days when my business wasn't all over the damn internet and I wasn't worried about likes and this, that, and the third. I just go to school and ain't none of the stupid shit that I did documented. And it ain't on the internet forever. Okay. Child. So moving on. June tells her basically the boy is he just ain't no good. It ain't you. It's just the boy ain't for you. Okay. But Samantha decides that she is going to still talk to this boy. And we later on see that she goes to meet with Kat and Chelsea to do some stuff with the purse line. And lo and behold, this little fool, she hears Kat over talking to Chelsea about her and Tomas and their sex life and this, that, and the third, and how amazing it is now that she done had an orgasm in the closet. And so Samantha is listening to all of this and she's feeling like, okay, well, this further clarifies for me that if I go ahead and give it up, everything gonna be better. And I'm like, Samantha, baby girl, it's not gonna get better for you. Okay. Giving it up and giving him your virginity, that boy is going to turn his head to the next girl. It's like every girl is a conquest in high school. Boys learn how to use their little peen, and once they get a little piece of something, and they ain't got to do it by themselves in their room in a sock and they can put it in something. Yeah, that's like a new game for them. It's a new trick. So yeah, he may come back to you because you may be willing to give it up when he ain't got to do so much work to lie and finesse and hide and this, that, and the third. But it ain't because he love you, said little sis. It ain't because he wants you either. So when she decided to leave the meeting with Chelsea and Kat so she can go give up her cat to this little boy, I do appreciate the fact that the little boy was like, you know what? Do you really want to do this? Then they get to making out, and he was like, no, like seriously, do you really, really want to do this? And I didn't like how he was rude to June either when her Samantha met up with him at the restaurant. He basically made it very clear that all he wanted was schmecks from Samantha because he kept making comments about her pictures that she didn't post and was like, oh, send me that picture. Oh, yeah, you look good like that. And it's like, all you weren't thinking about is her body. He a little creep. So Samantha, also, you got to be real stupid and green to think that you about to just get pumped and humped on the couch in your house. You ain't even take the boy upstairs to your room. You gonna just get it popping and lose your virginity on the couch in the living room. Do you understand? There is no room to hide this man. Like your family, everybody gonna come in the house and see you spread eagle. What be going on with why? Samantha and her brother are foolish. They are not intelligent children. They're not. Like I would know. I even know when I was a teenager, I'm not going to sleep with somebody. Not even not just lose my virginity. I'm not going to be having sex on the couch by the front door. Your brother could walk in. Anybody could walk in and catch you. How you gonna hide the boy? Huh? And you just gonna be naked. Child. Unbelievable. And what would happen if Tyrell came in there and caught y'all having sex too? And he get into a fight with this boy, and then his reputation is ruined, and he getting ready to go to college the next year. Samantha didn't think this all the way through. I think she's thinking with her hormones, and now when her fathers ground her for fucking ever, she gonna understand. Because they were basically over Anita and Vernon's house because they wanted to host them for dinner because they didn't get to make it to their vow renewal. So they had them over, they ate all of Martin's favorite dishes, and then they talked about, I didn't really care for Anita trying to bring up the old negativity. They decided to move on. They're going through therapy and they decided to renew their vows. Anita said, well, I don't want all of this bliss that you guys have right now to overshadow, what really was the issue in the beginning. And my thing is this, here you go, button your nose in people's relationship again, Anita. You were a big piece of their problem, which I appreciate that Anita and Vernon apologized to Smitty. Even though Smitty was doing the goddamn most, I appreciate the fact that they apologized to him about basically steering Martin in the wrong damn direction, telling him not to, share things with his husband. So I can appreciate them having that, transparency. But then you like, well, don't forget about what made you guys mad in the first place. I'm like, do you want Martin to move back upstairs? Why you giving Smitty PTSD right now? But they reassured them by saying, listen, we are going through therapy. We good. We gonna be just fine. Okay. So moving on, what was the next couple situation? Let's just go and get them out the way. Ashley and damn Derek. Derek over there about to stand up, doing some Mighty Joe Young type transforming up in the damn apartment. Upper body strength on 10,000. And he over here still in his mind with this stupid ass lie that he gonna walk up to Ashley on their wedding day. He imagines it as if they're getting ready for the wedding before they leave, and he gets out the chair and shows her, look, Ash, I can walk. I'm like, Derek, you don't know this woman the way you think you do. Because if you think that she's going to be happy about that, you are dead motherfucking wrong. That bitch is going to leave you at the altar. That's what she's going to do. Because she's going to feel like you are a liar. She's going to feel like, because Ashley is the type of broad that she just like Naomi. They just think, oh my God, it was divine intervention. Like this is why this happened, because this was supposed to happen. And like this happened because it was supposed to tell me this. No, it happened because you are dumb. Okay? And Ashley will look at that as, this is a sign that I should have been with Andre in the first place. And this is happening before I say I do, because I should have just went and fought for my man, Andre, because that's what I really wanted. I really wanted something new. That's exactly what she gonna do. And you over here lying to her because you think that by her feeling sorry for you is what's keeping her with you. And my thing is, if her feeling sorry for you is what's keeping y'all together, you are doomed already, sir. And you still worried about Andre, and Andre over there very married? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay. Now Andre and Danny are over here trying to figure out, what they're gonna do with their marriage. And Danny gets called by Ridge Forrester, which I love the crossovers with the shows. And he wants to do some fragrance line centered around Andre and Danny. But Andre don't want to model. For some reason, he just want to stay behind the camera. He's like, I don't want to be photographed and this, that, and the third. But they're trying to give this whole narrative that Andre don't want to be seen. But it's like Andre was in a photograph. He was photographed as the person that delivered that baby at the hospital. They did a whole article on them, and he wasn't freaking out like, I don't want my picture in there. So I'm not really understanding this whole he don't want his picture places. And I could have sworn earlier in the season we saw articles on him because he was such an amazing photographer and this, that, and the third. So now all of a sudden they trying to create this narrative that Andre is some crazed man behind the scenes, and he got something to hide. That's why he don't want to be seen on the internet or in photos and articles, but he takes all these amazing photos. So Danny, this is like her ultimate dream to model for Forrester. But Andre was like, no, I'm not doing it. So she had to turn the deal down. Now, I was really, I kind of side eyed Andre because I'm like, Andre, damn, that's something that she really wanted to do. And that's a huge opportunity for both of y'all to have some work. And you can please your wife at the same time. Why isn't it that you couldn't just do this one thing for her? So I'm going to need us to go ahead and wrap that up. What the hell Andre doing? Why he don't want to take no pictures? I don't get it. So moving on, Nicole is exploring this whole I'm single now, single again, back on the prowl. I know he ain't I know it ain't perfect, but I don't know how, okay? She out here trying to figure her whole shit out. So, Dana Leslie, every time she sees Nicole, she's always trying to fuck with her. So, this last time that Nicole saw her, Nicole was like, "Girl, I'm paying you all the dust in America because it's really nothing that you can do to piss me off. I'm not married to Ted anymore. I'm not concerned with your shenanigans." I think that Dana is in love with irritating Nicole. That's what I think. I think that she just want to piss Nicole off, and she want to make Nicole think that, oh, I'm better than you, and I got money now, and you try to put me down because you felt like I wasn't, I I'm not on your level, but I got more money than you and I'm better than you and blah blah blah. Who you trying to prove it to, Dana? Because at the end of the day, you can have a whole lot of money, but Nicole is never going to be jealous of you or upset at what you have. And that's her problem. She thinks it's all about things. It's more about your shitty ass character. You're a trash individual. You tried to off somebody not once, but twice to get close to Ted. They're divorced now. And you over here fucking with Nicole. Nicole don't even have the man no more. And he's made it very clear that he don't want you. So these conquests, these different conquests that you have going on right now, the writers, we got to get to a point where this shit comes to some sort of an end. I get it. Dana's always going to be the resident evildoer, right? But she has to start to suffer some consequences for some of this shit that she doing because it's not realistic at this point. There's no reason why, mind you, Jacob, you supposed to be super detective. Why you ain't figure out what's going on with that scratch? You just gave that up now? You was investigating your partner. You done gave that up too? Jacob, it sounds like you do a lot of starting shit and not finishing it. That's what it seems like you do. Cause you was the craziest detective out here. Dudley do right. But now you can't do nothing right. You can't finish no case. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And I'm surprised Kat is not over there still trying to figure out what's going on. But child, unbelievable. Seems like they didn't just totally skipped over a whole lot of shit. And Anita is not putting money into that trust anymore. So what's gonna happen with these funds with Dana? Because it's not an endless pot of gold. And she done promised all these people this money. She gonna have so many debtors. I think that I'm praying that the writers are writing it well, where it kind of leads back to that $10,000 credit card, where she was like, "Oh, I'll just, it'll make it all work itself out. I ain't got it. I ain't paying it." So I feel like that was a prerequisite to her promising all these people all this money because she thinks she has all this money, and it's going to turn into she don't have money anymore because obviously she's spending and spending and spending and not calculating what she owes people, and she's not paying her bills. I think that scene with that $10,000 is a prerequisite to how she's going to handle the funds that she currently has, and those will be gone before you know it. Because this lady, It's like she just has an open checkbook. The dollar signs never end. I don't know. D said, Cat too busy breaking. Child, he was walking around bow legged, okay, double bow legged. Well, I don't know what she did to that man, but she don't ever need to do it again, okay, ever again. So speaking of Jacob and his detective work, Jacob and Naomi are just having a time with this whole baby situation. Naomi, I get it. Naomi doesn't want to have children. That's fine. That is totally fine. And we understand that. Okay. But the fact that you keep throwing it in Jacob's face and Jacob has not presented it to you as an obstacle for y'all to remain married. So it's like, why are you trying to create something out of nothing? He's allowed to be upset that you're not having this baby anymore. He's allowed to have his feelings. But I feel like Naomi in this moment, she was just like pushing him to be over it because she's like, listen, why are you upset anyway? Because we weren't supposed to be having kids anyway. So it's like, you should just be as relieved as I am. And it's like, girl, let that man have his feelings. Let him go through the motions like he's supposed to. You when he let you go through the motions when you were so-called pregnant for 5 minutes, y'all thought y'all was pregnant. You were having hormonal moments of, at least that's what they thought you was having, but it turns out you was just having that fucking attitude. Let him have his emotions. That's what I'm saying. A lot of women these days, you want to tell your man how to feel. Instead of explaining how you feel and trying to get them to understand you and then understanding them too, it's a two-way street. You can't just tell him, listen, just get over it. And if he's not getting over it visibly fast enough for her, she just digs her heels in deep. And she's making the problem bigger than what it really is between the two of them. So they go out for drinks with Derek and Ashley. Now, Jacob, you supposed to be this amazing detective, right? But your brother is sitting over here in your peripheral. All right, he right here, right in the corner of your eye, but you ain't see him at the end of that bar. Turned around staring at y'all. What type of detective are you? And that's your own flesh and blood. Your head's supposed to always be on goddamn swivel, Jacob. But you ain't see your brother sitting at the end of that damn bar. You got the game fucked up. You really got the game fucked up. But before that, let's talk about how we get introduced to Isaiah, Jacob's brother. He is fine as all get up. I think he is handsome. I think he's going to be a great addition to the cast. So we get introduced to him because he's at the restaurant, and this is the upscale version, uptown, okay, upscale version of all the restaurants. He's there, and him and Kat not Kat, child, Eva get acquainted. They flirting back and forth over a pen. He lets her know that he had an interview at Banneker. He don't know whether he gonna be back, and this, that, and the third. And they flirting back and forth, and Eva is just like, okay, cool. I got somebody to get over Tomas with. So then they meet up. They exchange, flirting and whatnot, and they decide to meet up again. So they meet up again, and Isaiah reveals to her that his girlfriend Yolanda is back in Chicago, and that's where he was at. And he's the black sheep of his family because he's not doing what his father Elon wants him to do, which was to become a police officer. Now, if this boy is college educated, he's a counselor for young children. What the hell is wrong with his daddy? Okay, he got locked up a couple of times, but was he getting locked up off of some Afeni Shakur, Malcolm X type shit? Or was he getting locked up for doing dumb shit? I thought this man, when they talked about him being the outcast of the family, I thought he was going to be like some chronic criminal. But it's just like he's more like whimsical, like wayward. I don't live my life to make a whole lot of money. I live to make a difference type of person. I don't see nothing wrong with that or why that would make him the black sheep of the family type of stuff. I don't get it. But anyway, he's sitting at the end of this damn bar at this. Let's rewind just a little bit. He's sitting at the end of the bar and Jacob don't see him. And matter of fact, and Naomi don't see him. Naomi is sitting right beside Jacob, where if she turns to look at Jacob, you see his fucking brother right there. Y'all. Anyway, moving on. So Naomi is being an absolute fucking chore sitting at this table with her friends and her husband, because eventually Derek and Ashley show up, because at first it was her and Derek, her and Jacob, just Jacob and Naomi trying to get out. And she keeps on bringing up, see, because we can't do this stuff if we have a baby. Like, we're just going out and we can just get up and go however we want and have a good time. I don't have to worry about anything else, no other obstacles. And I'm like, all right, now, I get it. You don't want to have a kid, but don't trash, his thoughts of having a kid. It's like she just had to stomp on his whole, all his dreams. I was like, damn, girl. And she just kept going and going and going on him. And he was just taking it. And he's like, she just drunk. She had enough to drink. That's all. So they get to talking about, once Ashley and Derek arrive, they get to talking about wedding plans. And so Derek and Jacob are obviously bored. And Naomi is like, okay, like, I guess somebody's getting upset because we're not talking about them. Everything can't be all about you all the time, And I'm like, girl, I know you're not talking about Jacob being a do-gooder and he want everything to be about him. Bitch, that's you. Y'all two peas in a goddamn pod. Both of y'all want everything to be about y'all. Both of y'all think y'all right about everything. Both of y'all insert yourselves into everybody's shit. Just like you don't think we forgot that you inserted yourself into that closed adoption. And that's how June has seen Tyrell and Samantha. And she was not supposed to ever meet them. But you pushed for that. Naomi, causing more problems in their household than they need to. But that's Naomi. Everybody got to do whatever she wants them to do for everything to be right in the world. Okay? Child. I'm trying to get to your... Oh, wow. Somebody asked me about my class. But moving on, y'all. So Naomi is going off. And so she needs to go splash her face with some water. I don't know how that ever helped somebody that was drunk to go to the bathroom and splash your face with some water. Maybe you need to drink some water. But drinking water, ladies and gents, anybody that has ever had a lot of alcohol, you know that drinking water does absolutely fucking nothing. Okay. It's not flushing the liquor out. You're still drunk. Okay. If you had a lot water, mentally, it'll make you feel like it's helping. But an Uber or a really good trustworthy friend that's going to take you home, that's the better solution. And Naomi, at this point, you need to take your ass home, and Jacob, tuck her the fuck in and put a muzzle on that hoe. Okay, because she's talking entirely too fucking much. She's talking cash money, all the way back to the 99 and the 2000s bullshit. Okay, Jacob is entitled to be sad about the baby not being in existence. Also, I believe that it's lingering that if she was still pregnant, that she would have went and got an abortion without telling him. Because I believe that Naomi thinks that, listen, it's my body, my choice. We said that we weren't going to have kids, and I'm not going to have no kids. So, yeah, we made a mistake and slipped up, but I'm going to go ahead and terminate this pregnancy real fast. And I think that she was drinking, like overly drinking like that to prove, yep, and I'm not pregnant and I don't give a fuck and I'm not going to get pregnant. And that's why I can drink. I can drink. I can do whatever I want because I'm not pregnant. It was like she just kept laying it on thick. And I was like, girl, you doing team entirely too much. So even Ashley was like, girl, are you okay? You need to relax. So she goes to try to go splash her face, and that's when she runs into Isaiah. So Isaiah basically, she act like she ain't know Isaiah. I'm like, that's your damn brother-in-law. I'm sure he probably was in y'all wedding. And then here come Jacob. He like, oh, hey, bro, how you doing? What you doing here? Jacob, you ain't see this man out the corner of your eye all night? Child. Unbelievable. Okay, unfreaking believable. But anyway, they all get acquainted, say their hellos, and Isaiah tells him why he's, tells Jacob why he's still there. He's in town for a little bit, blah blah blah, and whatever. So moving on, we get to what else happened, y'all? Let's talk about Nicole and Carlton. Now, Nicole, let me tell y'all something. And comment in the chat, what do y'all think is Nicole's purpose with Carlton? I think that Nicole is going to use Carlton to make Ted mad. She wants to get some type of emotion out of Ted. That's what I think. I think that Nicole wants to piss Ted off. I think that Ted done really fucked her up with this whole cheating with Dana again thing. So she wants some get back. Because out of all the men that you could be fucking around with on Fairmont Crest, and you just literally got a divorce, you gonna go fuck that man's best. You gonna be fucking around with that man's best friend and business partner. I don't care what Ted did. That's not okay. Of all the men in the world, that's who you gonna go and sleep with. I mean, go and mess with. And of course, Danny over there encouraging it. So I'm just like, Nicole, you dead motherfucking wrong for that. You are dead wrong for that. But that's what she gonna do. She talking real greasy to Carlton in her office, basically speaking in code, telling him, listen, if you wasn't gonna try to get this kitty cat, if you were just being a gentleman and trying to take it slow with me, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and speed it on up. Because I'm warmed up and ready to lay it down and get rubbed down and flipped around and pumped and humped. Okay. And I want you to ride me hard because it's been some months. It's been a while. Okay. It's been a while. And I hope it's terrible when she screwed Carlton. I hope she's so disappointed. But if they gonna make his character anything like on Divorced Sisters, it's gonna be the best sex of her life, child. But on Geneva on Divorced Sisters tried to make it seem like her husband was small. I don't think Nicole would have been with Ted all this time if that was the case. But hey, I don't know. And I'm sure Dana Leslie wouldn't be chasing after him the way that she is if that was the case. So who knows? Erica Fielder says Naomi is nauseating and is okay. Very annoying. Erica Fielder says, LOL, right. Donna Wright says, I know, right? Yeah, because I'm like, you couldn't see him, Jacob. That was just a mess. Donna Washington says, to be honest, I really think that's her plan. Oh, to get to terminate the pregnancy. So what you think says Nicole just wants some and feel better. I think she will run back to Ted the moment things go wrong to save her. Yeah, I think so too. I really do. But Carlton is dead wrong to me because you supposed to be this man's friend, but you've been waiting in the wings for his wife. But what, Carlton, what have you been doing all this time? Did you have a wife? Did you have any children? Like, I am confusion. I am the picture of confusion because I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand what's going on here with Carlton. I really, really don't. So he gonna have to help me understand his background because you can't tell me that all these years you just been waiting in the wings for Nicole. Because what if they never got a divorce? What was you gonna do? And the fact that you that obsessed with her, that's a bit concerning. Mm-hmm. Very concerning and very messy. So when Ted approached them, they were I guess Carlton had just finished. This is after the freaky deaky talk with Nicole. Carlton had just finished a surgery for a woman that had some complications from a BBL or whatever. So he was doing something medically to help save her life, and everybody was praising him about it. So he's in the front lobby, and Shanice is like giving him his kudos, and how everybody in the chat was, giving him, singing his praises. So Nicole comes out, and then they're having a conversation. Carlton's flirting with her, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited for our date tonight." And he was like, "Yeah, I have a reservation at such and such restaurant." She was like, "Oh, well, how'd you know I like that?" He said, "Well, I have a reservation at this restaurant." So he basically covered all his bases to have reservations at different types of restaurants so that he can know what she likes. Now, if you was in love with her all this time and you've been stalking her for all these years, you should know what size her big toe is, what she like to eat, what she don't like to eat, what her favorite color is, all of that. You should know that. Not you making 50-11 reservations because you don't know shit about this woman that you've been pining after all these years. You got to be shitting me. Full of shit. So then they get to talking and flirting and whatnot, and here comes Ted sauntering his way on in there. He's like, I know you fucking lying. Going on a date? Who going on a date? Ted, let me pause you. You done seen these people sitting down eating together, not once, but twice now. So stop. Just because you hear them calling it a date now, you've seen them on a date several times at this point. Why are you so surprised and shocked? You knew this was going to happen. So I didn't really like how Nicole was trying to make it seem like Ted was disrespecting her. In this moment, I felt like, oh, thank you so much, Miss B, for gifting a membership. She's gifted an online membership to my online YouTube membership, y'all. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. She also, so what you think says, girl, ain't no way Carlton gonna be terrible. Not at that. But it may let Nicole know she ain't over Ted. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it's going to do. I think that's exactly what it's going to do. But I just think that Ted, oh, and another one. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Miss B. Child, y'all better go and grab that up because my membership, we do giveaways every month. Okay. So everybody has a chance to win in my membership. Thank you so, so much. I really, really appreciate you. So Ted gets to going back and forth with Carlton. Basically, like, why are you approaching my wife? Why are you trying to take my wife out? This, that, and the third. And Nicole is like, hello, did you forget I am not your wife anymore? So Ted is like, I mean, well, Nicole, why are you you supposed to be my best friend? You supposed to be my business partner. I've told you so much. Like, we've gone through so much together. Why would you do that? And he said, you know what? I'm coming to realize you never were my friend. Because if this what you're going to end up doing, that's trifling. And is extremely trifling, if you ask me. She says, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, listen, Nicole is at this point, she's standing there watching Ted have all these emotions. And here's the thing, we've been waiting for Ted to have an emotion. We've been waiting for Ted to do something, to like show that he's fighting for her or that he wants her. And he's showing it in this moment. And what he's met with is, oh, you're doing too much. You're embarrassing me. Nicole, you could have walked away from this conversation if you were so embarrassed. Even Shanice was telling y'all, you know what? Y'all need to come out of the hallway talking like this. This is too much. And Nicole even said to Ted, oh, well, I was just waiting for you to be that man that I know you can be, and this, that, and the third. This don't sound like a woman that's totally over her ex-husband. And Carlton, you look real dumb. You look real dumb. Congratulations to the recipients. Oh, thank you, love, Key. Donna Washington says, hold on, let me see. Donna Washington says, I don't think Carlton really want Nicole long term. It's more to his estranged situation. It's more to this estranged situation. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on with Carlton. It's something with him. He got some shit with him. We ain't found out what he got going on with him and Divorce Sisters either. And he trying to move next door to him and all that. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay. But Nicole is basically again blaming it on Ted. Like this is Ted's fault. Then she ends up canceling her date with Carlton because she's so peed off. What did you expect Ted to do? Now, if Ted had walked away like a little wimp with his tail between his legs, like he been doing, and like, you know what? Hey guys, have fun on your date. I'm so excited for you, Nicole, for you, this next chapter, for you to be moving on and forget about me. I'm so excited for you. Did you really think that he was going to how did you want this man to react? That's what I want to know. Did Nicole really think that this man was supposed to just see them and maybe just turn around and act like he ain't see him? Then you would have been looking at him like this little punk ass bitch. He ain't did nothing to try to get me back. And then you see me out here with him and you just gonna turn around and walk away. Or if he didn't try to fight for her at all or say anything to Carlton, she would be thinking he was a little Mitch then too. Nicole don't know what the hell she wants. It's like the women on this show are very indecisive. The only one that is unapologetically crazy, and I love it about her, is Danny. At least Danny she is authentically herself. She ain't trying to be nobody damn else. But they say that Ted is supposed to explore some type of relationship with Shanice. And I really don't want that for Shanice. I don't want Shanice to be somebody's rebound girl. I really don't. Because she said that that's not what she wants to do. She not trying to be nobody's rebound. And I don't want that for her. I really don't. But what else? What other storyline did we need to address, y'all? Oh, so Isaiah goes over to the precinct, okay? No, before we get into that, let's talk about Vanessa. Vanessa is gonna kick her son out of that house so fast his head gonna swim. She saw Donnell playing golf at the country club and she said, oh yeah, because you're gonna be you need to get you some rest because I don't want you to be tired when you driving back to school tonight. He was like, Mom, I told you I'm gonna stay here, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna grow up real fast. I'm gonna take care of the family. I'm gonna get me a job. She said, no, what you're not about to do is do that. You're going back to school. Education is important. No, you ain't a bit more worried about that boy's education. You want to lay up in that house and frolic in the land of Sexa E with good old Joey over there. Joey badass about to be slapping that ass all around your house. And you want to do it unapologetically. You don't want to have to get no hotel hiding in the back on the pool on the craps table. You gonna have that man all up and through that damn house. Don't think we don't think that. And I know exactly what's gonna happen. She done told Joey to come over the house after she done told Donnell to take his ass back to school so he can go console his sister. Here's my thing. Vanessa, what type of mother are you? Why haven't you been up to the school to see your daughter? If your daughter is struggling the way that you're saying she's struggling with her father's death, so much that she couldn't even come to the funeral, why haven't you gone to go see your daughter? You so busy ready to hop on Joey's dick that you rushing your son back to school. You about to go do the same thing to his dick in your house that Cat did to Tomas? We don't need several broken peens on this cast. I'm just saying, okay? You trying to do some extra tricks and dips. You got to be a real son of a gun, a real son of a gun, to be rushing your kid back to school so you can get back to your life. What's going to happen when they graduate college and they come home, or they come home for the summer? What you going to do? Hmm? Because they're going to figure out that you messing with this man. Donna Washington says, one thing for sure, if she begged Carlton, that would be the end of things for Ted. Men cannot accept another man sleeping with their woman. Yeah, and you know what? That is so true, Donna, but it is so messed up. That is such a double standard that I just never really could, like, I don't get it. They can sleep with whoever the hell they want, but just the mere thought of their woman sleeping with another man, it just changes their whole life. They can't handle the truth. Can't handle it. But we supposed to accept it whenever they do it. Unbelievable. But y'all, I think that's all the storylines so far. Oh, Dana tries to link up with Haley. Now Dana is just stupid because Haley is now going to use this whole her poisoning Bill thing, and she's going to put it on stupid ass Dana Leslie. Now, Dana, my thing is, why are you over here trying to team up with Haley? Haley really has, if she has this whole, number one, I think that Dana sees through Haley's act. I think that Dana knows that Haley is a con woman. I do. It takes one to know one. Take one con to know another con. But if Haley was really this wholesome, not wholesome, but this, yeah, I'm a home wrecker, but I love my husband. I got the money. I'm with him. Why would she need to team up with Dana? Why would she need to team up with her? Oh, you gifted it to DG. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Well, DG, you had a membership before. That's dope that you're back. Cause I remember you. My son actually remembers your name from when you won the membership gift that I gave out one month. He's like, "What about DG, mommy?" He literally said that this month because we had three different people win. So that's awesome. Listen, blessings on top of blessings tonight in this live. I love it. I appreciate it. So yeah, y'all, Dana and Haley teaming up, I just think that's a waste of time. It really is nothing in it for Dana, really. She just wants a friend at this point. She wants somebody that's going to do diabolical things with her. That's what I think. I think that she's hell bent on having a partner in crime because her daughter won't do it with her. Her daughter won't chase after men that don't want her like she wants her to do, and so on and so forth. So Dana is just looking like, I need somebody to be an ally with me and my bullshit. Oh, DG say, "Yay, Gavin! I commented on your TikTok today. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna tell him when Tay talk, girl, Tay. If anybody tell you that girl today? If they didn't, I'm here to tell you yes, 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 and yes. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Okay? Loved every minute of that live. You better do that shit. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, okay? When Tay Talk says, "Hey Shay and chat, what's up, my good sis in the building?" Okay, listen, Tay out here slaying foolishness left and right, honey. Mm. That was just so black ass, so black ass, my Jill Scott. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. DG said, I'll be back in the number soon. Thank you. We're good. Whenever you come on back. Okay. But we're going to we're going to do our giveaways every month. So everybody has a chance. Rose Armstead says, good evening, Shay Renee. Good evening, Rose Armstead. Thank you so much for joining. Tay is, listen, girl. Rose said, good evening, chat. Good evening, Rose. Thank you so much for joining us. She said, ain't it though? Child. She said, I ain't done. I know that's right. And neither am I. I can't wait till I can give you, I'm going to give you some more resources for these videos. Hopefully soon. Okay. Good evening, mods. Rose Armstead says, thank you so much for joining. Love Key says, clocked all of it, Tay, and did. And did. All of it. All of it. Okay. Child, I was in here shouting. I gotta DM you. Okay. Child. Craziness. I forgot who I was talking about, child. Where was we at, y'all? We was talking about Vanessa kicking her damn kids out. So Vanessa done kicked the damn kids out. She trying to be with Joey. She want to be a bad girl for life. I don't know if Vanessa is really ready for the foolishness that is to be Joey's additional partner in crime. I think that Vanessa is underestimating what a super villain rather, really does. You gonna have to end somebody's life and not have remorse for it. Also, Joey doesn't have a wife or children that anybody knows about. You are well known in the community, and so are your children. Do you not know that now people will be after people that you care about? That's what they do to villains. They go after their families. They go after what you love the most. That's why villains, and if you notice, the villain in most stories, they don't want nobody. Look at James Bond. How many connections did he have with people? He purposely would disassociate himself with people and had a new alias every time. He didn't have chick nor child. He gonna sleep with you and give you the Dougie for one good time, and then he gonna move on to the next bitch. He ain't had no children. You want to know why? Because he was a supervillain. Okay, supervillains don't have families because that's the main those are the main people that lose. Okay. Love Keith says, keep your foot on their necks, ladies. Listen, you got to out here. You got to out here. These people ain't no joke. Love Keith, we have a time these last 2 days. Child, listen. Vanessa is getting on my nerves. She's definitely getting on my nerves too. Faux show. Okay. I thought Vanessa's son might turn around and come back, say he forgot something, catch her and Joey in the house. Oh, yeah, I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. Because she going to be around there thinking shit's sweet. And he going to come home and be like, Mom, dang, Dad ain't even roll over in the grave good. And you in here getting tossed up. And I believe Joey knows that that's what's going to happen too. But both of them are just super delusional. Super duper delusional. Sorry, but has a daughter. She was in the last movie. Oh, who has a daughter? Bond. Oh, Bond. Oh, he had a daughter. She was in the last movie. Dang, I ain't see the last movie. And see, my husband is a huge Bond fan. I didn't know that he had a kid. Dang. Well, that was the last movie too. And wasn't that when he gave up being a villain, or he gave it up? But there's so many people that's looking for him all the time. So, well, poor example, but you get it. Y'all get what I'm talking about. When people are doing diabolical things, you don't want your family involved. The first thing they don't want you to know is that you have a family. And that's it. You don't want nobody to know you got a family. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much it thus far for Beyond the Gates, besides the Isaiah character being introduced. Isaiah is now going, he goes to the precinct, and we learn why Elon is struggling with his son. I think there's three of them. So there's three kids. And apparently the mom works in law enforcement too. So it's a family affair type of situation. So the dad is upset that he's a counselor of children. He's like, yeah, that makes a difference. But I mean, really, is it really making a difference? It ain't really making that much money. I'm like, well, damn. He can't service the youth. That's fucked up. Being a police officer ain't the only damn career. Okay. D says he's assumed dead. Oh, Bond is. Okay. So that's basically to try to end the whole thing. Okay. I gotta watch the last one now. Love Key says, yes, Tay, a time has been had. Keep up the great work, sis. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too, friend. She is doing the damn thing and taking no prisoners. Okay. Well, maybe a prisoner may be had soon. I don't know. Mm-mm. I don't know, child. But what do y'all think about Isaiah? What do y'all think is going to happen with the Isaiah character? Because Kat came in, rushed in there trying to tell him not to mess with Eva. Now, Kat, I wouldn't give two shits about whether he gonna mess with Eva or not. Did you used to date Isaiah? Then Isaiah, the girl Yolanda, that is the rebound chick. I mean, the chick that he's, basically Eve about to be the rebound for. She like, don't even come back up here because we ain't about to be together. Don't even bring your ass back up here. Go on, take that job down there. Keep your ass down there in DC. You ain't got to come back up here in Chicago with me. I'm not about to be scratching and surviving with you. Don't care. But I think Kat is way too. It's more than, oh, she tried to take my man. If anything, you would be happy. I would be pushing her on Isaiah so that she could leave your man alone. Why are you? I don't know. And I'm like, Kat, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now you telling Chelsea, oh my God, I'm in love with Tomas. Why would I? Because Chelsea asked her, do you like Isaiah or something? Like, what's your problem? Now you jealous that he messing with Eva? And she's like, oh my God, no, I love Tomas. Oh my God, that's my man. Like, really? Are you kidding me? Girl, Kat, you full of shit. That's really because that's just what you is. You full of shit. Okay. I don't know what you want from this. I don't know why you just are dead set on hurting Eva. But Eva, you could literally alleviate all of this if you go and simply, I know that's your mama, but your mama is a fucked up individual, okay? Go and tell child. I just want Eva to make everything right. I do. I just want her to make everything right. If she sits down with Nicole and just tells her everything that happened, all the diabolical stuff her mama done did behind Nicole's back, I think this would just be all easy. That's what I think. So y'all, that's pretty much it for what was this? Episode 154 to episode 160. I went all the way up to the current. I think Kat used to like him, Rose said. Okay. I think so too. Kat didn't even tell Chelsea that she broke Tomas. And the fact that Martin came into the hospital and she had to tell Martin, and Martin, the fact that you was so pressed to go home and tell Smitty, and Smitty like, oh yeah, because we can't keep any secrets from each other. Smitty, shut up. Shut up. Because if you found out that Martin knew that Tomas's dick was broke, you gonna get mad at him for not telling you that? Why would you be that concerned with another man's I guess they all concerned with another man's dick. They concerned with each other at this point. But Smitty and Martin been doing their thing. They've been giving each other serious back shots in that house. Okay, having they alone time, saying fuck them kids, get them kids up out the house, and they just cutting the rug up in that camp. Okay, they got the pack of Astro Glide from Costco this month. They got some making up to do. Child, a mess. Okay, but y'all, what y'all think gonna happen with Carlton and Nicole? Do y'all think that Nicole is really going? I think she gonna end up going out with Carlton for real. I think she gonna end up fucking him. I don't think it's gonna be good though. I don't think it's gonna be good. Or it may be good, but it ain't gonna be satisfying to her. I think she's gonna get to the point where she's like, you know what, I'm the marrying type. I'm not trying to be out here in these streets. I just want Eva to tell Nicole the truth. That's what I want. Like Fred, Ted just has to get out of this whole wimp outlook that he has. I don't like it. I just don't like it. But y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more to talk about with this here. It's 11:33 at night, and I'm gonna release y'all to the bed, and I'm gonna go on up here, warm up my space so I can go to bed. I'm probably gonna do a pre-recorded for the Real Housewives of Potomac before I go to bed, or maybe I may do it live in the morning. I don't know. I may just, yeah, I'll probably go live in the morning because I don't really want to do pre-recorded. I want to do it live because I want to really interact with y'all. So to talk about that because it was actually a good episode Sunday. So we shall see. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching Beyond the Gates with us too. Shout out again to Miss B for gifting the memberships. Shout out to all of my members that were in the chat tonight. I really, really appreciate you. And shout out to all of these subscribers and new subscribers that came in this evening. Thank y'all so much. I truly, truly appreciate y'all support. And just like the words of Lonnie B, in the words of Lonnie B that I always say at the end of my videos, don't let no bitch upset you. Okay. And if you want to see how you handle a bitch that try to upset you, go and watch When Tay Talk video, child. I'm telling you right now. Because I'm telling you right now, okay. The girl took care of the girls, okay? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.